Ampetu washte, hamatakiapi, Dekodia, Shinu, Dewey, Amakiapi, Teka, Wasiju, Shayla Davis, Amakiapi. Hello and good day, everyone. My Dakota name is Rachel Woman, and my government-issued name is Shayla Davis. I am Dakota, Arikara, and Anishinaabe. I would like everyone to close their eyes and imagine themselves in a gym, really quick. Okay, what I showed you are, some of you may be wondering what that was, and I'm going to be covering, today I'm going to be informing you what this video has done in our state and how it has opened eyes, and the conversation that discrimination and racism is and has been occurring in North Dakota high school sports. Oh, you can open your eyes now. This video has opened the eyes, ears, and mouths of many. It has opened the conversation which many before this incident would sugarcoat or simply ignore because they didn't know. Today I will be informing you on all of the positive outcomes that the North Dakota High School Activities Association has created and enforced since the high school basketball game that occurred January 31st, 2023. So, that video. Blake Nicholson from the Bismarck Tribune explained the ins and outs of that incident perfectly in his report. High school crowd rules stiffened after racism taunts incident. He states that the North Dakota crowd rules have stiffened due to the boys basketball game between Jamestown High School and Bismarck High Schools January 31st, 2023. More specifically, monkey noises and war whooping could be heard coming from the Jamestown student section when two non-white Bismarck players handled the ball. The incidents were caught on video and posted on social media. And I got the video through one of the students' mom's Facebook page. As North Dakotans, basketball is near and dear to many. However, it is not unknown that basketball for Native Americans holds a meaning that is not defined as a sport, but merely as a way out, a stress reliever, and a family tradition. To emphasize, both of these non-white basketball players are Native American, and they both hold descendants from Standing Rock. Nicholson also states the NDHSAA board approved a motion to add a phrase, "Any discriminatory slur will result in immediate removal from the facility." To the minimal behavior expectations, which is intended for spectators at the game. It is also said to be added to the public address scripts for postseason games and will be implemented immediately. Lastly, he covers the NDHSAA approval of the Sports and Citizenship Committee, along with the goal and further formation of the committee. To answer the question, whose responsibility is it to take action on this incident? First, it would be for the Jamestown High School adult advisors. However, due to the extent of the incident, lack of supervision, and the NDHSAA would get involved, along with the push in legislature for a no-tolerance policy. To break it down, what is the NDHSAA? It is the North Dakota High School Activities Association. History on that would be, so back in the 1800s, athletics were not a part of any school program, instead in organizations like the YMCA. At times, past students in schools began forming student athletic associations in efforts to have fun. In these beginning phases, the students got to select their managers, players, and even schedule their own games. As time passed, school officials came to the decision of either getting rid of school sport competitions, or finding a more proficient way to properly control them with the given school authority that they hold. Okay, some fun facts about that aspect of the history. So athletics for girls was more or less hit and miss until 1974. In North Dakota, early teams oftentimes consist of students, coaches, bus drivers, and janitors. It was also not uncommon for boys or young men to enroll in fall and then drop out of school for football season was over. The need for uniformity among schools was recognized by a superintendent in Valley City in 1907. Yeah. Being that the NDHSAA is an organization that oversees 2 sport teams in the incident last January, it is only vital that they get involved. When the incident occurred, it instantly went viral on social media. The question would be, where was the adult supervision? And I am sure the NDHSAA was swarmed still days prior from the incident. Max Klein wrote an article regarding white privilege certainly has contributed to this whole experience, while undergraduate sports management students' engagement with racism in Sports for Development Service Learning course. In his article, he expresses the lack of race in the field of sports for development. He continues to express, without multi-race input, the outlook for sports will continue to be ran with primarily Caucasian people, and the inadequately or unfair power structure in sports that many bring up will continue. Many would agree with this aspect. The inadequate power structure holds true to our state. Being that North Dakota is composed of a majority of 2 races, Caucasian and Native American, no, better yet, looking at statistics of basketball games, more times than not, you will see more calls are being called out on Native American teams or Native-based teams. Not to mention the things that have occurred in the video. Things like this video haven't occurred just once. It's been a reoccurring thing for years. The imbalance that Mr. Klein has mentioned before has also been seen in North Dakota sports. It just so happened that the intensity of this video I showed in the beginning of my speech left the right impact on the NDHSAA board. The response of the NDHSAA. The response of them was to take action first on Jamestown schools, advisors, administrators, and athletes that either took part in or lack of administrative action on. Many people were forced to leave positions like student clubs, sports, and even the entirety of people's occupations were overviewed. The board of directors also took precautious steps in working towards improving the inequitable power structure that many have talked about before and while this incident was occurring. They concluded that the best way to move forward was to create a committee that would be to create and promote where positive sportsmanship and citizenship are valued, respected, and the hallmark of all programs, practices, and policies within the NDHSAA member schools. This was the creation of the Sportsmanship and Citizenship Committee. So the mission statement to this was administrating a program like activities, clinicals, contests, and festivals among the members. Alleviating the standards of good sportsmanship and encouraging growth in good citizenship, not only for high school students, but also for other students who come in contact with school activities. Protecting member schools, students, and personnel from exploitation by special interest groups. Encouraging pride in scholastic achievement as a fundamental basic for a well-balanced activities. Supplementing the the dramatic, literary, music, and physical education programs of schools and giving due emphasis to those tendencies which promise best to promote the mental and physical health and social well-being of all students. That's the simplified version of it. So their purpose was creating a competitive environment that welcomes and engages individuals and communities. Develop strategic alliances and partnerships within organizations that can assist the association in developing its role in creating positive and competitive environments. And one of those just so happened to be the legislature when they were creating the no tolerance policy, which has now been inspected. Analyze and assess association policies, bylaws, and publications to ensure the content is current in its application. Membership. The membership of the committee will be at least 10 to 15 members of diverse backgrounds, including at least one member of a superintendent, a high school principal, athletic administrator, a ref, a certified coach at large, so of like a bigger school, and then one of a smaller school. One member of a parent of a student who is participating in the activities, and one student who currently participates in NDHS-AA activities. The committee chair would be appointed, and they appointed Baxley. She's awesome. So as far as like the success of the committee, so this committee was formed literally right after the incident that occurred. So it's been about a year now since we've had the committee, and just seeing like all the work that has come out of it is truly amazing. Like one of the things is a sportsmanship video, and they have students from like multicultural backgrounds, from A school to B school, tribal school to public, and that is out now, and they actually have played that while the games are running, so that's nice. The creation and funding approval for the creation of a sportsmanship workshop, which is intended to take place fall and winter of 2024. So this fall, they will be putting on a workshop for kind of like how this was set up, and they have one student from, or one personnel from many things. They will have one personnel from the schools, such as one student athlete in every sport, and things like that. And then the creation of 3 subcommittees. And in these subcommittees, they focus a little more on what they're intended to do. So like policy and bylaw, the other one is initiative review, and the 5-year plan. And all of these have their own purposes and their own timelines. And yeah. In conclusion, today I have informed you on the formation of the NDHS-AA Sportsmanship and Citizenship Committee, along with positive outcomes that the committee is achieving to better North Dakota sports, and that has shifted the views of North Dakota High School Activities Association forever. Badamia, thank you.